today's episode, new ways to educate our children, beauty tools for every need, legal advice from the experts, orthodontic news you can use, creating a more inclusive world, plus lots more. Today on The Balancing Act.
Good education is so crucial, and these children are learning in a new way. Let's watch and see what we can learn too.
What could your student and family do with more time and balance? Rivers Academy delivers a college preparatory curriculum for grades 5 through 12 in just 3 days. Here, students are able to pursue their outside passions without academic compromise.
Rivers Academy is a private school. It's a condensed schedule. We operate off the school days of Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 8 o'clock till 12:30. Our mission is to provide students a balance and to provide a condensed curriculum so that they can pursue their passion without academic compromise. We are proud to offer our families 3 AP classes. We also do a dual enrollment. We have partnered with Troy University, so our students have the ability to get that dual enrollment engagement and to get that dual enrollment classes while they are a Rivers Academy student. It was important for us to create a community where they could belong and participate in traditional school events. So we do have homecoming, prom, we have National Honor Society, student ambassador, we do yearbook. All of those things are crucial to making our students feel like they're going to school at a place, that their friends go to, but also have those experiences, but not in the time of Monday through Friday. They get those experiences outside of those 3 days a week.
They have a saying, the school that figured out how to do it all in just 3 days.
Rivers Academy was founded on the idea that we could do school differently. And it wasn't just one visionary, one founder, one staff member. It took everybody. It took the students believing in us. It took the parents believing in us. It took the teachers taking their passion and bringing it into the classroom and learning how to do school differently.
I teach language arts and science, and we are able to do everything in those 3 days. In language arts, we have reading on Tuesdays, we have writing on Wednesdays, and we have grammar and vocabulary on Thursdays. This is a fantastic school for family life in general. It allows for the children to travel with their families on Mondays and Fridays, or if they have a passion, for example, if they are a golfer or if they are an actor, they can travel and go to their events on Mondays and Fridays while still having a full accredited curriculum. You know what I notice about my kids the most is that they're little sponges and they have so much to learn, and they learn so much in such a small period of time, and they're excited. For the first time, they're excited to learn.
The impact that I've noticed, and I actually have 3 children that have been through this program, is a love of learning, inspiration, organization. The benefits that we've noticed is through their love of learning that they have grown in confidence. 2 of my kids have gotten into their first choice college, and the one has accelerated beyond there into post-grad. They are organized, prepared for college, they are self-starters, and I can't think of a better benefit than that.
We are very proud of 100% college acceptance rate. It is fantastic.
I would encourage parents who are looking to reconnect with their children, who would like to have their children reconnect with their own learning, to consider Rivers Academy. We really have been able to reestablish our relationship with our children by the quality time that we get to spend with them, and they continue to be able to have a quality education on top of the quality family time.
Rowdy the Raptor, their mascot, is also part of the team that encourages every student to reach their potential and pursue their dreams.
My favorite part about Rivers Academy, being here, is definitely the people. The people is what make the school the school. It's not the classes or anything, just having such a supportive and energetic environment is always fun to be in. It's a great way to learn. I'd like to pursue tennis because that's my passion, but if tennis doesn't work out, maybe somewhere in the medical field. The best way they've been supportive for me is really talking to the teachers and also my peers. I've gotten to know these teachers so well. They know me, my passion, and what I want to pursue. So they talk to me about it, and I give them the info, and then they always encourage me to keep pushing forward and just keep going. And I really enjoy that because for me it makes me feel good, and it gives me the confidence to keep going after my dream.
For more information about Rivers Academy, visit riversacademy.com or just go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
That was amazing, and this is too.
From the moment of birth up until we're full-grown adults, we never stop experiencing life in new ways. However, sometimes we can lose sight of what lasting marks new experiences, especially negative ones, are truly leaving behind.
I began to have neck pain. I couldn't identify what was causing it. Went to the doctor, didn't work. Acupuncture, chiropractic, all gave very temporary relief. Finally, they recommended I have surgery. There was no way I wanted to have surgery on my neck. So I thought there's got to be something out there. And that's when a friend came along and recommended I reach out to Patti.
Patti Conklin has spent decades studying and mastering techniques for manipulating, controlling, and melting away deep-seated issues that manifest within the human body.
With every single human being, the first time you would experience an emotion, let's say you have a temper tantrum at the age of 2. The temper tantrum's gonna go into the weakest part of your body. So every time you get angry or frustrated, as an adult, you're going to continue to store in the same place. But you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna have the straw that broke the camel's back. And all of a sudden, the density is so thick in your body of those emotions that disease has begun. And so then doctors can go in and look at the cells and take your blood tests and so on and say, oh, well, you have a disease.
In the allopathic model, we just treat the symptom. I call it whack-a-mole medicine. The symptom pops up and you whack it with a drug or surgery. But we don't address the underlying emotions that are feeding the problem. With Patti, she's able to identify the emotion, where it's trapped, and help people release it, which then allows them to really heal and recover.
The challenge with psychotherapy, hypnotherapy, and so forth, modalities to help you understand your behavior, is every time you talk about your trauma from your past, you're restoring it into your body. My process is I don't want you to think of anything. I want you to lay there and have an awesome experience. And the more you can do that, the more that the disease is going to leave your body.
For instance, a client of mine had a history of sexual assault that was never dealt with. And she had no intention of doing any kind of talk therapy to address it because she didn't want to relive it. I referred her to Patti, and she was able to work through it and release it, and lost 30 pounds and started a new career. She was able to get unstuck.
There's 2 major forms of frequency in the world, and that's sound and color. And there's very few people that have the ability to go ahead and pull that out of the body. And fortunately, through all these years of work, I'm one of those people. You know, we think we're solid, we're not. We're a density of particles. And so in order to remove an emotion from the body, then you manipulate the particles so that they move around to release the emotion. Through time, I've learned how to keep a low frequency and how to raise my frequency up, depending on who I'm working with. And so you want to tap into their frequency and the frequency of the disease that's in their body. Manipulate my frequency to their frequency and amp it up. Just pop it up a little bit. And typically the disease will start shaking and break loose and be able to come out of the body.
Despite Patti's exhaustive experience and amazing gift for connection, she's often confronted with a fair bit of skepticism.
Well, I was skeptical, but I had a personal experience with Patti, and she didn't know me from Adam's house cat. She was able to identify trapped emotions of resentment and anger, and she pointed right here. This was a place where I'd had 2 lumpectomies, and she couldn't possibly have known. And it gives me chills even to this day.
Well, one of the things that surprised me when working with Patti was that I began to learn to be more authentic. Then the stress just went away, and the neck pain largely went away. So I'm very thankful for the work she did and the way she did it.
We have phenomenal Western technology. And doctors have finally begun to realize that there's a piece missing. And the piece missing is that energetic piece that's stuck within the cells.
To learn more about what cellular cleansing is, what it can do for you, visit patticonklin.com or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
This type of work is awesome to do by, in person or Zoom or Skype, but it can be done phone, video, or in person.
In need of some pampering? Here's some inspiration.
What touches your face matters. This is especially true when it comes to the beauty tools you use every day and how we care for our skin. Time for some tips from our friends at ANISA Beauty.
Anissa Beauty is a direct-to-consumer e-commerce brand that brings you great tools for makeup and skincare. We're focused on creating the best brushes for your everyday needs so that you can self-express in any way that you feel. Also, to take care of yourself, it's really important through the skincare rituals and the skincare routines to use the best brushes and tools.
Anissa should know she revolutionized the beauty brush industry.
As a brush designer for the last 30 years, I have made it a mission to create the best brushes in the world. So our Pinnacle Foundation brush will change your life, I promise. Our brushes are made with the utmost conscientious, mindful manufacturing techniques. It is important to us that what touches your face really matters. So we are going to ensure that however the product was made, that the environment was not harmed, that the workforce was well taken care of, and that you get the best sustainable product in the industry. It's really important for us to not use any animal fibers. We are vegan, cruelty-free, and PETA certified.
Different beauty products need different types of brushes to give you the best results.
Makeup brushes, when used right and paired perfectly with your makeup products, give you a result that you're looking for. It makes it easy for you, it's quick, it's fast, it's easy, and you look fantastic. Our faces are how we present ourselves to the world. Our faces are also unique, original to us. So it's important that we create brushes that are for every face, every skin type. And we want to make sure that when you use our brushes, you're able to apply makeup in an intuitive way. Our latest innovation is about skincare and skincare brushes. Why not use a skincare brusher tool to apply your moisturizer, your cleansers, your treatments, your toners? We feel it's the same idea. You would never use your hands anymore for foundation. So we feel hands-free skincare is the way to go.
And if you take good care of your brushes, they'll take good care of you.
Part of the products that we have created and designed help you take care of your investment, which is your brushes. And these are our cleaners. So our cleaners are gentle, enough for your skin, and effective enough to clean your brushes. And we've created some little devices to make it fast and easy so you can get the soap and water out of the brush quickly and they will dry faster for you. We're so honored to have the opportunity to finally share our products and our innovations direct to the consumer, the beauty lover, the beauty pro, the skincare lover. We are really excited for you to try our products. The adventure of makeup brushes and skincare brushes and tools is now in your hands.
For more information about Anissa Beauty, visit anissabeauty.com or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
The hard work nonprofits put in to change lives is remarkable. Take a look at this.
We all want to live in a more inclusive world. Everyone has different abilities, and making the most out of our potential is how we get there. Dodd Institute is leading the way.
Dodd Institute helps individuals and families through a number of different programs. On the employment side, we are an Ability One provider. Ability One is the largest employer of people with disabilities in the country, employing about 42,000 individuals. What makes us unique is really the wide variety of programs that we offer to individuals with disabilities, as well as a big focus that we have on the veteran community. We've placed candidates into a lot of different jobs, from really entry-level jobs such as baggers in grocery stores to all the way up to and including jobs that we have in our call centers, which can be highly technical. One example is that we operate a 911 call center at Fort Benning, Georgia. Sponsors are the lifeblood of every nonprofit, and we're blessed to have a wonderful partnership with many, including Iberia Bank First Horizon.
This enables us to reach out to more families and provide them with a level of service that otherwise they wouldn't have access to.
There are incredible opportunities for those with disabilities to thrive and build a life of self-sufficiency and independence.
Our wonderful workforce resources team here does an incredible job of providing individuals with a full assessment, job readiness training, skills training, as well as job coaching, job placement, and then ongoing support once they're on the job and working. Since our inception, we have placed over 6,000 individuals into employment, and they've retained those positions.
In addition to job opportunities, there are many other benefits that are available to those in the program.
The Benefits Navigation Program began in 2016. Since then, we've had more than 1,200 participants in the program, garnering more than $240 million in benefits over the course of the individual's lifetimes. And those benefits are inclusive of Social Security benefits and home and community-based waivers, among other benefits. Family support services are integral because they promote community inclusion. So that gives an individual an opportunity to access things like going to the gym, having music lessons, aquatic therapy, summer camp, all those things that make life enriching. So our program helps them fill out the applications, gather the medical documentation, and perform the advocacy necessary to get those benefits.
Dodd Institute can be the answer for a better future.
I think the really cool thing about our programs is that we talk a lot about inclusion and the impacts that our programs have, but it leads to self-sufficiency, economic self-sufficiency. The value of work, the purpose of work creates that economic self-sufficiency, and then it just brings people into the community and creates that sense of inclusion within the community.
I would encourage everyone to pursue any opportunity that's available. The answer to every unasked question is no, so always go for it.
For more information about Dodd Institute, visit bobbydodd.org or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Up next, what to consider when you require legal services.
Family law and litigation doesn't have to be painful. It can actually be the exact opposite. Let's meet Danae Matthews from the Dunn Matthews Law Firm.
I'm Danae Matthews of the Dunn Matthews Law Firm, and we are a boutique law firm in Metro Atlanta where we assist our clients in family law and domestic litigation matters. At our firm in particular, we handle divorces, custody modifications, child support actions, and legitimations, which is where a father who had a child out of wedlock needs to obtain legal rights to his children. One of the things that we kind of experience is that people come to us thinking that family law litigation is going to be the worst thing that they go through. It's going to be painful. We try to take a spin on that and make sure that the person is whole from a mental standpoint. As long as your mental health is intact, you can conquer anything just as if you're going about your day-to-day life.
When it comes to divorce, Danae wants to help people recreate their definition of family.
And that means that although you're going through a terrible time of a divorce, or your children are now going to be living in 2 separate homes after a custody dispute, you can still live a wholesome life. Figuring out how to make sure that you and your children, or just you alone, can travel together, can have hobbies, and just live a life that is different, of course, but it's still wholesome and true to who you are, and reinventing yourself. When you have a custody agreement, we like to refer to it as parenting time schedule and not visitation, because visitation puts such a negative connotation on the non-custodial parent's right to have time with their child. They're a parent also, both of you are. Both of you should be willing and able to co-parent, thereby being a parenting schedule.
Her approach is to make sure each case is heard the way it's meant to be.
It's really important when choosing a family law attorney that you choose someone who has your same morals and values. Someone who may be a bulldog when you're more concerned with Peaceful litigation may turn off the judge, may turn off your opposing counsel, but choosing someone who may be nice and kind, but also can get the job done, could take you a really long way. We are a flat fee litigation firm. That is a very rare thing. Most firms are on a retainer basis. However, we feel that it's important for our clients to know exactly what to expect when it comes to the expenses that they are going to have in litigation, which helps you better prepare and budget for your life.
As you can see, their clients' legal matters aren't the only thing that's important.
Family law litigation isn't just about you, especially when you have children. They are in the mix. They see, they hear, they feel everything that's happening, whether we as parents believe it or not. And so it's very important to make sure that you're tending to their mental needs, making sure that you're taking them out for fun, making sure they do not hear you talk negatively about your co-parent or soon-to-be ex-spouse, making sure that they are attending extracurricular activities and being wholesome individuals themselves, just as you are for you. On our website, we have a resource, 7 successful tips to litigating your family law matter. And that resource helps people figure out what they need to do prior to and in litigation, being prepared, handling yourself from a mental standpoint, getting together all of your documents. And then we have a library of videos on our website as well as our YouTube channel every single week that dive into different tips on family law in general, your mental state. Conversations with Danae is a monthly show where we bring on individuals to talk about your family law litigation and how it dives into your normal day-to-day life. Litigation does not have to be a battle. It can be collaborative, looking forward to what your life has to come and not harboring over the harm and hurt that you felt over the years can get you to a positive place. We can help you do that.
For more information about Dunn Matthews Law Firm, visit dunnmatthewsfirm.com or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
If there's one person we should take care of, it's ourselves. Check this out.
When you hear the word orthodontics, you probably think of braces. But with the new technologies, teeth straightening is undergoing its own transformation. Welcome to Atlanta orthodontic specialists who are engineering miles of smiles.
Here at Atlanta Orthodontic Specialists, one of the things that we're focused on more than anything is using technology to improve our treatment of our patients. We've been in the area for around 40 years, and we have our 5 locations. Some of those are fairly new. Our main location has been in Sandy Springs for about 25 years. So we do have a practice motto at Atlanta Orthodontic Specialists, and that is excellence through innovation. And that's really how we have designed our entire office to operate. So we're always looking for opportunities to better innovate and better treat our patients through technology. So many people may think about orthodontics as being something that's targeted towards kids and teenagers, but really orthodontics is a very, very broad specialty that has a very broad appeal across both kids and adults. We have patients ranging from age 6 to 86.
Why is this important? It's not just about looking good. Having straight teeth can be a medical necessity.
So if your teeth aren't meeting correctly, then there can be incidences of excess treatment, wear on the teeth, chipping, breakage, those kind of things. And those are problems that become progressively worse with time. And so it's not always indicated necessarily, but many times orthodontics is hugely beneficial, not just for the aesthetics, but also for the functional aspect of the teeth.
Dr. Rathburn starts by making digital impressions.
The digital models we create are very, very accurate and precise. And actually, one of the things we're able to do with them a lot more quickly than we are with plaster models is able to make our measurements all digitally. And those can be stored and repeated very, very easily for us instead of having to look back in our charts. In the field of x-rays and radiographs, we've upgraded to what's called cone beam CT technology, or CBCT technology. And we use that a lot in our practice. With this technology, we're able to take one x-ray for a very similar dosage in terms of exposure, and we're able to generate from that an infinitely complex series of data. We can actually see the patient's entire head in 3 dimensions. We can look at the teeth in 3 dimensions. We can see the tooth morphology, the roots, the bone, any impacted teeth, all of these kind of things. The information we're receiving from that is just so much broader and so much more impressive than what we're able to get from the 2-dimensional images. So another technology we just started recently using is called dental monitoring. And actually it's a device that allows patients to take scans of their own teeth at home and send them remotely to the orthodontist. So for example, you could be using your aligner trays at home, but it's always very inconvenient to come to the orthodontist. So we can give you a batch of trays at home. You can scan the images directly from your mouth and send them directly to our office. We're able to monitor everything remotely, and that way you don't have to come in quite as often, and we're able to be better engaged with treatment.
Then this 3D printer can make alignment trays.
3D printing is the printing of a physical model out of a digital impression. So from the digital impression that we take, we then make a resin printed model, and from there we're able to make retainer trays. Not only that, these resin models are much more durable than our traditional plaster models, and so patients are able to take these home with them and have a model to bring us in case their retainer ever breaks. We can be very quick about making a new retainer for them, and it's something that's been a huge part of our practice.
An advanced software called SureSmile makes it all possible.
SureSmile is the platform that we use to take all of that 3D digital information and integrate that through SureSmile, and it enables us to provide better treatment options for our patients. So anything from brackets and wires, custom designed arch wires, to digitally designed aligners entirely done in-house. Technology is all around us, and really what our mission here at Atlanta Orthodontic Specialists is to bring that technology into the orthodontic practice and try to improve our treatment outcomes for patients, make our treatments more efficient and more cost-effective.
For more information about Atlanta Orthodontic Specialists, visit atlantaortho.com or just go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.